Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sabres to the Future. And again, guys, I'm going to go this route. I'm going to put it on a Sabres to the Future video. I'm going to go over what I believe are most likely, anyway, my picks, guys. The top 6 blue liners I believe that are going to go in the draft. Now, hey, you guys might have somebody right in the middle that I'm just not agreeing with, and that's all that's about. I'm going to go over this, guys, talk briefly about each one, try and keep the video at a decent time, because I do believe that we are going to draft a blue liner. Look, we might just go and take another forward, and here we are talking about blue liners, and we go and take another winger or something. Hey, I'll just trust Adams knows what he's doing. I got my eyes on a defenseman in the first round. I just do. You guys know I made one recently on this episode, but what I want to do today, I want to go over the 6, okay? And I'm gonna rank them. I just believe, in my own opinion, guys. So, you know, you guys, I'm sure will have different opinions on who's what and where, which is fine. Who I believe are the top 6 blue liners coming into the draft. So if I left your guy off the list, don't get hurt. It's just my opinion. That's all it is. All right, so let's look at number 6. I got Oliver Bonk coming in at number 6, guys. I just think that he's going to squeeze in. I think these are all going to be potential first rounders, okay, guys? I mean, especially the top 2 are shoo-ins. I know that. But let's take a look at these guys, okay? This is Reddick Bach's son, just for the record, guys. And I believe this is perhaps the calmest of the bunch. When I look at them play and I watched how they rush up the puck and how good they are at breaking up plays, so on and so on. I just think that this perhaps might be the type of guy that, of all the 6 blue liners I'm going to show you, this is the one that I would probably trust the most in a Game 7, what I've seen in the video clips, okay? What I've seen in researching these guys. It's just, I find Oliver Bonk just a very calm, steady presence type of guy. You know, maybe we can compare him even a bit to Owen Power, just the way he kind of has that potential of slowing the play down and things like that. So I got Reddick Bonk as number 6. I was going to do 5, but I had to throw in 6 because I'm Reddick Bonk. Sorry, guys. Oliver Bonk. I had to put Oliver Bonk in here. I just did, or else it just would have driven me nuts. I didn't mention him. And you guys, maybe one of you would say, hey, what about Oliver Bonk? You know, like, it's true, too. All right, let's look at number 5. And Luca Cagnani, okay, is perhaps the smallest guy here. Okay, it says he's 5'9" there, guys. I could tell you he's 5'10", and most reports say he's 5'10". Anyway, you look at his numbers, okay, 67 games played, 64 points. He's another guy that is not scared to rush the puck up the ice and take chances. And that's the day and age we live in. And yes, he does have some feistiness to his play. If you go look at his clips. Guys, I can't make clips for all these guys. It would have been a 25-minute video, okay? Or a half an hour. So what I would suggest is take some of these names, go look at their clips, see what you think for yourself. But Cagnani is... Cagnani is the right way to say it, just for the record. It's not Cagnani, it's Cagnani. He is perhaps maybe one of those smaller guys that's going to make it because of this day and age. We live in that day and age now, guys, that, yeah, I got to warm up to the smaller guys, you know what I mean? But for blue liners, I'm still old school, and I still like guys with some size on the blue line for you to get through to them, because I know this kid has offensive flair. There's no doubt about it if you look at his numbers. He has offensive flair for sure. You go look at his clips, you're going to see offensive flair. He's got speed, and he has, I don't want to say grit, but he has some bite to him. You know, he's not scared. He's not a scared dude. So I would check out this guy. Okay, coming in at number 4. Lukas Dragicevic, everybody knows I've got my eye on this guy. This is who I'm hoping the Sabres pick, guys. Yes, I know he is not top 15 according to the experts. I don't care. I've got my eye on this guy. He's the highest scoring defenseman in the draft. Yes, he's the only defenseman in the minus in the draft. He is a -2. He was a -24 last year. He was a -5 the year before. But keep in mind, guys, he used to be a forward. They transformed him into a defenseman. He's a right shot defenseman. And before I go on, I should mention Bonk is a right shot defenseman and Kanyani is a left shot defenseman, okay? So we're back to a right shot defenseman here. This is who I'm hoping the Sabres pick. That's why I made a video on him recently. And I know we can get him for sure at number 13, but can we get him in the second round is the question. That's the question. Because if Buffalo is going to go with a forward, we've got to pick a right shot defenseman, I figure. And guys, you know I'm not one that I believe it has to be right. It could be left or right. I don't buy into this right-left thing. But I'm at the point now, yes, we do have to get some, just to mix it up. We have to get a right shot defenseman in our system, in our pipeline. And this is the guy I got my eyes on. It just is. So I got him coming in as the number 4 top defensive prospect. He might be ranked a little lower by many of you, not for me. I think this kid, people will say, well, can he play defense? Guys, they're 18 years old. No, none of them can, okay? Yes, some of them can, but none of them can. Not when they come into the NHL. You guys seen how horrible Dahlen was. At first, he was like the top defenseman that was picked in the last 40-something years, and he was good defensively. So come on, ease up on that. Understand that it's our job to teach these kids how to play defense once they make the NHL. I mean, it's the best league in the world. You're playing against men. You're putting kids against men. None of these kids are going to be able to go out there and star and be great defensemen right away in the NHL unless they're number 1 overall picks. And even then, you guys seen with Dahlen. He sucked defensively for how long? So come on, let's ease up there. Dragicevic, I think, is the most offensive gifted forward defenseman in this entire draft. It's my own opinion. I think we should nab this guy. So if we can, let's say we don't take him at 13, and the odds are we won't. I'll say it right now, the odds are we won't. We have to figure a way to nab him at 28th or 29th or wherever he's still around. I'm hoping. Let's go see number 3. Etienne Morin comes in next, a left shot defenseman. He is the second highest scoring defenseman in the draft coming in. As you guys see there, he's in the queue, 67 games played, 72 points, so he's neck and neck with Dragicevic when it comes to points. This is another one, guys, that if I was going to put it, in a nutshell, this guy, offensive flair, good slap shot. He's not scared. He's got size too, to a degree, 6 foot 180. Yes, he's 18 though. Let's keep in mind, he's not as big as Dragicevic, okay? Dragicevic so far, except for Oliver Bonk, is the biggest defenseman we're talking about so far. So Etienne Morin, I definitely would be just as happy if we got him. I'd be just as happy getting Etienne Morin in the draft. If we don't get, but he's a left shot defenseman, keep that in mind. If we went and got Etienne Morin in the draft, yeah, I'd be thrilled, guys. If we get him, to be honest, those are my 2 targets, is Dragicevic and Morin. Those are my 2 targets, guys, period. I like Bonk. I like Bonk also. Kanyani, I'm not crazy about his size. He's 5'10". I'm just not crazy about his size. Again, offensive flair. If you're looking back at Bonk one more time, like I talked about, he has that calmness I like. He can slow the play down. There's things about him. I would suggest go check out Oliver Bonk's videos later on if you can. But Etienne Morin, guys, I'd be thrilled if the Sabres got him. Thrilled. So I just want to put that on the record. And I got him ranked slightly higher than Dragicevic. I do. So, just my own personal numbers here, guys, where I'm at with these guys. Let's look at number 2. All right, David Reinbacher, the Austrian, he comes in. He's, of course, playing out in the Swiss League. There's not much numbers to see there. You got to remember, he's playing with men. This is 6'2", 185 pounds. This is perhaps, guys, he's projected to be the top blue liner, perhaps by most of you. I'm guessing most of you have him as your number 1. I have him as my number 2, but he has the size and he's projected to be a top blue liner in the draft for a reason. Again, he's, like, if I'm going to go just with outright talent, he'd be right there. He'd be right there, no doubt. Rambacker, we know. Put it this way, guys. These two names I'm going to give you, we're not getting them. So let's just continue, okay? All right, here's my number one. Okay, Axel Sandin Pellikka I got him ranked as my number one blue liner in the draft. He's a right shot defenseman, 5'11", 176. What I've seen in him, what I've seen in him, he's probably the most fun to watch of all the blue liners. Really, he's that fun to watch. And you can look at, he's playing in the Swedish Hockey League already, and he's 18 years old. So it says a lot about his talent. I mean, that's, look, when we're looking at these top two guys, we're just not going to get them, guys. I don't think these two blue liners will be around at 13. I think they're going to go up perhaps in the top 10. Both these two blue liners, I think Pellikka, and I do think Reinbacher are going to go. And I think they're going to go in the top 10. People want defensemen. They're both right shot, right? Am I right about that? I am, right? Yes, they're both right shot defensemen, guys. There's everybody, and I'm thinking not because they're only right shot defensemen, but my goodness, doesn't that even help it more for them to be drafted earlier? I think realistically, guys, we got to look at Morin and we got to look at Dragicevic as our potentials. Morin, again, left shot. But you know what? If I'm going to talk about Morin just a little bit more before I close this video, guys, I want to say the one thing about Morin, why he kind of stands out for me like Dragicevic, okay? And I don't want to talk about the top two because we're not going to get them. We're not getting these two. Okay, so let's forget that for now. I think that if I was to look at Morin and just give you a comparison of when I see him play, I think of Rasmus Dahlin. Okay, I'll just say it. I think of Rasmus Dahlin. Call me crazy. That's what I see when I watch this kid play. He'll fake a slap shot and come right in at the net with the puck and things like that. He's bold like Dahlin offensively, and he has a mean streak, which I like. And the truth is, guys, I always trust the French-Canadian kids. I just do. I trust them. And he's just one of those kids that I think that is going to have an impact on whatever team he's on. Dragicevic, guys, I'm still sticking with my pick. I want to get Dragicevic. But equally, I'm right on the doorstep with Morin as well, okay? Even though he's left shot, it's okay. I'll leave it there. What do you guys think? Who do you have your eyes on? And if you're thinking of getting, if we're going to be realistic, okay, and we are going to make a stab for Reinbacher, we're going to have to trade up somehow, or Sandin Pellikka. Like these guys, I think, might even go in the top 8. That's just the way I'm thinking. All right, guys, done for this one. I'm sorry I dragged it out a bit. I wanted to talk about blue liners because I'm at the belief that we are going to draft a blue liner in the first round. I'm going to look like an idiot if Adams calls some forward up to the, and then all this is for naught. But I really believe this year, guys, I think we're going to take a blue liner. For me, it's a logical choice. Our pipeline's hurting when it comes to defensemen. We need some more blue liners, high quality, high draft pick blue liners in our pipeline. So, just my opinion. See you in the next one, guys.